President Erdogan's visit to Doha highlights one of the Middle East's closest and most enduring partnerships. In the past 2 decades, Turkiye and Qatar have deepened their political, economic, and military cooperation, a relationship often described as strategic alliance in a turbulent region. An important milestone came in 2014 with the creation of the Supreme Joint Cooperation Committee. Since then, the two nations have signed more than 90 agreements covering trade, defense, education, and energy. This week's 11th session is expected to expand that cooperation even further, with new deals in investment, defense, finance, tourism, and the digital economy on the table. Qatar has become one of Turkey's largest investors, with more than 20 billion in Qatari capital flowing into Turkish banking, real estate, and defense industries. When Qatar faced the 2017 Gulf blockade, Ankara was among the first to respond, sending food supplies and troops within hours to show support. Most recently, Turkey and Qatar have acted as mediators and guarantors in the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas. At Wednesday's meeting in Doha, coordinating humanitarian aid for Gaza and pressuring Israel to comply with the ceasefire terms are expected to top the agenda. Turkey and Qatar see their partnership and coordinated diplomacy as a stabilizing force in a volatile region. When fighting began between Pakistan and Afghanistan earlier this month, it was Turkey and Qatar which mediated a ceasefire extension. Another issue on the agenda is Syria. Both countries say they are committed to the country's long-term stability and reconstruction efforts in the post-Assad era. Officials are expected to sign a number of agreements, from trade and investment to education and defense, underscoring the two countries' ambition to play a greater role in regional diplomacy. According to reports, Turkey may also negotiate the purchase of 24 used Eurofighter Typhoon jets from Qatar to modernize its air force. Over the years, Turkey and Qatar have worked closely on regional crises, from conflict mediation to humanitarian aid and energy security. They describe their approach as constructive diplomacy, aiming to turn dialogue and regional initiatives into tangible results for peace and stability across the Middle East and beyond. Resul Serdar, Al Jazeera, Doha.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.